welcome to another episode of Nobody Listens to Liz. I'm Leah Frederick.
I'm Liz Eric Dykes.
And I'm Sierra Peluso.
And today we are talking about what it really takes to be a real estate agent. So we're kind of targeting those folks that are actually already in or commiserating with folks who are already agents, or perhaps new agents, or even aspiring.
Thinking of a
agents.
career change?
Yeah, a good career change.
Yeah.
So
It's a second career for a lot of people.
yeah, I think it's like my 8th career change.
At minimum.
Some of us we just.
But they all led you here, and
They
what
did.
better segue would you have had with all of your talents meshed into one pot?
This
right?
is true.
Yeah.
This is true. I do believe that everything you do prior at any other job actually does lead. You take skills from that and just build into it. And this has been a good fit, definitely. So, and I was telling him right before we started recording that I read that the average kind of profile, I guess the average real estate agent is female. I believe age 55. I'm like, check. You know, in a second career, third or fifth career for some of us. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, so today we're going to talk about what it really takes. Kind of get, again, a little bit more into the weeds about it. You know, no fluff, no HGTV fantasy. I do believe there's been a real disservice by the media as far as these different television programs.
Yeah. Well, they just paint a pretty picture of, I mean, it's not even what we do, but they try to make it pretty,
It is
you
pretty.
know. So,
Well, it's reality TV, right? Like, that's what
Yeah.
it is. It's entertainment. It's not what really happens.
Yeah.
And as much as we try to shield our clients from what really happens
Yeah.
during their transaction, we do try to paint a pretty picture. That's not really what's going on.
yeah, I think that's the other thing is like on social media, we're not going to like blurt out what's actually happening in a transaction because
What a dumpster fire it can be occasionally.
yeah, well, and sometimes like contractually we can't really say what's really
No,
going
we
on.
can't. Confidentiality.
And so we just have to like make it look good, and then after the fact, we don't want to upset our clients on what really happened. So we're just like,
There is a lot of that. I think, you know,
know.
managing expectations, managing emotions of your clients. I mean, there's no doubt that my background working in mental health has come into
you were a
play.
therapist before?
No, I actually was. I worked for a mental health agency and I worked in one of the houses, the SAMI houses, which was substance abuse, mentally ill clients, and was kind of like the house mom or something like that. That's a horrible phrase for it, but I can't remember the name of the title right now. So, but yeah, you know, HGTV obviously shows a lot of times, you know, the big houses. I always like when they tell stories about the buyers and like, yeah. You know,
That's my favorite.
Of what they do?
Yes.
Yeah.
My wife is a part-time butterfly watcher.
Yeah.
And the husband, like, I don't know, maybe
Paints bricks on the side.
I mean,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
And their income, or their,
Yeah.
their income is like
It's-
$600,000
yeah,
a
their
year.
budget is $600,000 and stuff like that,
like-
and you're like,
Just tell me you're a trust fund baby.
yes, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So, but yeah, I mean, they show the fun aspects as far as, you know, dramatic closing they build up. You know, it seems a narrative that doesn't really necessarily exist, although there are dramatic closings. I mean,
Yeah.
I just closed on one that's been under contract for what, 5.5 months, and I mean, it really was a miracle. I felt because all of a sudden I'm like, we're clear to close. I'm like,
Yeah.
we are.
Hallelujah.
I mean, yeah, it's the most addendums I've ever written or even, you know, signed. Or
I've had
involved.
closings that had to just be separated, two different
Oh, yeah.
closings.
Plenty of times.
Because
Yeah, sometimes
no
they
one
do have
wanted to
do
be
that.
together at this closing table.
Emotions run so high.
They do.
Yeah.
They do.
And it's so
Yeah.
hard not to get involved. And, like, I'm very empathetic as an agent. That's really hard, too, because, like,
Yeah.
whatever they're feeling, I feel it, too. And I'm like, man, this is terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a roller
absolutely.
coaster.
Well, yeah, and some, you know, we have situations where the house impacts their lives in profound ways. On the one, I actually ended up writing to the lenders like, I don't know what your priorities are, but this has taken a long time, and my people cannot finalize their divorce
until deal with it,
until this transaction closes, and that's profound. They can't get on with their lives. So, quick closings. What is the quickest closing you guys have ever had?
The quickest?
Yeah.
7 days.
Yeah,
That's
mine's
pretty good.
probably was about a week.
Yeah.
It was a cash, and all I
Yeah.
needed was a title search.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
that's the only reason they've ever gone that fast.
Yeah.
is with
Oh
cash.
yeah, you won't be doing that if you're financing.
No,
Right.
because you need an appraisal and you need inspections, and you should have those things.
Yeah.
You might need a survey, things like that.
Mhm.
So the HGTV, let's only go see 3 houses. You're gonna pick one, and you'll be living in it next week, having Christmas is probably
That would be ideal for us.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. Here we are, a week before Christmas. Like, yeah, sure, we can get you in before the end of the year.
I can close
Absolutely.
15 more deals before the end of the year.
right,
If that was the truth.
Yeah.
I wish. But okay, so the real life, hours of follow up with prospects,
Yes.
and sellers. And
Oh yeah,
buyers.
that's a good one.
Yeah.
Is like people aren't just walking in our office like a car salesman walking in like
To
I
the
want to buy a
showroom.
car.
Yeah.
That's not
Yeah.
that's
Not
not how
normal.
this works.
We
Like,
have a little bit of that because we're in rural America, so it's like smaller town. Sometimes it's people we know or people
Yeah.
just passing by.
Yeah.
We get a little bit of that, but we're like,
but
in
not
a
enough to
small town
like
Main Street.
not enough to
run
maintain a whole business on. Yeah.
No,
Yeah. You are
absolutely
out
not.
there prospecting
Yeah.
and following
And
up
that's
with
odd
people.
because if you're not in a small office, you're not going to get that at all.
Yeah.
That brings up a good point is people don't understand how much time and effort and work it is to have a real successful
Business.
full-time business
Yes.
Yeah.
as a realtor. As any small business, but particularly real estate, mainly because of the stress.
Yeah.
But I mean, we get so many agents that come in and they're like, "Oh yeah, I just want to do this on the side. I want a side gig. I want to be at home with my kids and have extra money, and I want to be a stay-at-home mom, but I'll do this just a little bit."
Yeah.
I mean, that's all well and good, and I understand they have good intentions, but this is a job and it's
Yes.
a
Yeah.
career, and like I feel that
If you want to represent your clients the best and have
Yeah.
the most information for them,
you better be prepared.
it's prepared, and that's
full-time
full-time work.
job.
That's
Yeah.
And
not.
when I say full time, if you're doing it 40 hours and being successful, you're lucky.
Yes.
Consider yourself lucky that it's only 40 hours.
Yes.
Because most of us put in, I
Yeah.
know you do, and I know you do.
Yeah.
A lot of us put in a lot more than 40 hours a week, right?
I don't even keep track of the schedule because it seems that it's always in the back burner in some regard.
It's always
right?
in my
It's
head.
always in my
It's-
head.
There's always something going on. Up there.
I'm driving down the street,
Yes!
right? And I'm like, oh,
That's a good one.
I'm driving down the street and I'm thinking about a client who, I'm trying to solve a conundrum. Like they're telling me this is what I want. And then I pass a house and I'm like, well, I wonder, I just wrote a bunch of letters because client wants to be in downtown Maysville, but they don't want to be close to the music speakers, which is kind of hysterical. But I had to look, on the map and like, okay, I'm gonna write letters to every single one of these.
That's not where the music
bars.
speaker is.
Well,
Or-
exactly. No, it's right outside our office.
You know what's
actually.
really funny is we
Yeah.
were just talking to these people the other night, and
Yes.
we're like, "You need to be guests on our podcast." And
I
they're
know,
like,
right?
Now we're going to be watching your podcast, and we're going to be on there. Hey guys!
Told you we were going to tell you something about it. Tell that's non-confidential, but it is. Writing letters to prospect on their behalf.
Yeah.
In unconventional ways. I mean,
Yeah.
these. You say, hey, you guys interested in selling to complete strangers? This is because we've got buyers. So and they want a certain thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I think what people get from HGTV is it's like the fancy cars, it's the big houses, it's the huge commissions, being super dressed up every day, and they
Oh my
come
God,
in
yeah.
to the office. Maybe they do think that it's a normal job and it's an 8 to 5, but honestly, for
8
me,
to 5,
I feel
I
like
would love that.
yeah, wouldn't that be a cakewalk? It would be so
Yeah.
easy. I think it's a lifestyle more than it is
Oh
It's a
yeah.
good way of
job and
explaining
an
it.
8
Yes.
to 5. Like,
Yes.
if you choose this, it needs to be your lifestyle, and you need to be okay with that.
And your family's lifestyle too, and they
Yeah.
have to
Yeah.
be okay with it. I think
Your
that
family
is
makes a lot of
very-
sacrifices for this.
They do.
And they have to be understanding about it. Like, especially if you, I have noticed with me and a few of my friends, when I was younger, if you are a young single agent, man or woman, because I have a really good friend, he had the same kind of issues that I did. But if you haven't found your partner in life yet and you're still dating, people do not understand why you're on your phone
Yeah.
24/7, including late at night with people of another gender,
Exactly.
or
Yeah.
and they get weirded out about it. And it's like, there's no issue with it at
Yep.
all as long as it's all professional.
We're just talking about a house.
I know.
yeah, but the
And yes, I
average
know it's at
person
10:45 at night.
the average person just
stakes are
can't
high.
understand that. Yeah, they
Yeah.
can't understand, why are you texting some random guy at 9:30 at night?
Exactly.
Or why are you answering a phone call when we're sitting here having dinner? Like, it's hard.
It's very difficult. It's
Yeah.
very difficult. So yeah. So you have the hours of follow up, the writing, revising, and tracking contracts. That there's a lot involved with that, because you got to be careful that you're not practicing law.
Yeah.
And you again have to serve your clients. A lot of times your negotiations, like, well, what do you think about this, or may I make this suggestion that we do it this way, and they may not agree, and you still have to do
What they want.
what they want.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's another thing about writing, like doing the contract work, is if you're out all day showing houses, appointments, or inspections, or you're doing a second showing for something, a closing, you're away
Whatever.
from the office, away
Yeah.
from the computer, you have to make office time as well.
Yes.
And like setting that expectation with your client that I have these appointments, like it's going to be this time before I get that sent over to you to sign.
it is that managing of
know.
expectations. I really believe, again, and it's the whole thing with the communication.
Yeah.
It's so
That's the
communication.
best part
Yeah.
about it,
Key.
being upfront and tell them what to expect, and when there's an issue, let them know. I mean, the better you communicate, the better off that you are, and I feel like that's in every aspect, but I've been learning those hard
Yeah.
lessons lately.
If you're not a good communicator, I would just turn this off right now. It's not for you.
yeah,
I'll just
yeah.
throw that out there.
Blunt truth from Sierra over
Yeah.
here. Or if you can learn to be a better communicator.
Sure. If you have no intentions of learning that,
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
don't worry about
And
it.
if you don't really want to spend a lot of time and a lot of effort, I mean, this is a great career, and it allows for some awesome things in life.
Yeah.
However, if you're not willing
There's
to put in
work.
the time,
Yeah.
it's not.
There's
a,
effort.
And it's not necessarily, I mean, I have the little hashtag glamorous life of a realtor, because there are a lot of things that are far from glamorous with
Yeah.
it. They're mundane,
Yeah.
going over.
I've
and,
been into some bank-owned homes that I would not call glamorous.
I mean, I was cleaning up, fly
imme-
carcasses in one of my listings.
immediately go home and shower after that.
Yes. I mean,
Oh, have you guys had your first flea house yet?
no, thank God. Knock on wood.
Not that I'm
was a
aware
good
of,
one.
No, but now I'm itching.
I know.
Yeah.
No, but
First time you go in a flea house, you will know it.
Oh, no.
no, I don't. No, I don't want that. So,
No,
but
no thanks.
yeah,
So not exactly like HGTV, if we're being honest.
no, exactly. Then you have the project management, and this is, I think, one thing they do not do on HGTV at all, because again, it's mundane. You're coordinating and
Yeah.
communicating with all the
It
different
doesn't
parties.
make for good TV.
Yeah, lender,
but-
you're on the phone, lender, title,
Yeah.
contractors, inspectors, whoever,
Yeah.
and
Keeping
herding
everyone.
those cats. There's a lot of herding of cats.
Yeah.
So yeah, and the cats are on speed.
And they're not always nice.
They're not.
They're not always
Some
nice.
of them are feral.
And some of
They're
them,
very feral. Actually, yes.
Some cats are feral.
some of them are lying.
Yeah, and bobcats.
Yes, exactly.
And
Some of
bears
them
are
should
lying.
be in jail.
Yes.
I just,
Agreed. Then you have things like the training, the new laws, the MLS changes. I will say
all the time.
all the time. And in fact, I've been doing this almost 3 years coming up in March. the amount of change of when I started and now, it just feels like it is on a just total fast track of every day brings something new.
Yes.
Yeah.
So difficult to keep up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's ever changing right now.
And
for
that's
sure.
part of why I think you have to be doing it at least full time to know the rules, to know what's going on, to stay out of trouble, to do the best for your clients. You know?
Yeah. I think part-time agents are a good, like, maybe good for, like, a team or something where it's, like, you only have a couple hours. Here, help me go with these showings. Help me do, like, help me with, like, basically being, like, an admin, an assistant or something like that.
Yeah, or even showing agents. I mean, there's plenty that you could do.
Yeah,
you could work
showing
with a
agents.
few clients a year, stuff like that maybe, but, like, to really stay up and know what you're doing, and it's so much. And it's nothing against them. It's just a lot to try to keep up with.
It is.
And have another whole job or something else that you're doing.
And it is possible. I mean, because we talk about the part-time, because I mean, even 30 hours considered part-time for a lot of folks.
Yeah.
Again, it's managing expectations and managing your workload appropriately. Not taking on. I think we do take on more than we should at times. But I see it. Those like, okay, it's the holiday season. People are doing these holiday drop-offs. I don't have time to do that. I truly
They have the
haven't.
cutest stuff.
They do the cutest stuff, and I'm like, in a perfect world for me.
I did it for Thanksgiving this year.
Well, you deserve some snacks
And,
there.
well,
Yeah.
I thought in my mind, like, this will be fine. I can take the
do
morning
this.
and do this.
Yeah. How'd it go?
It took a couple days.
What did you give?
I gave little pumpkin rolls for Thanksgiving.
That's
fun.
brilliant.
Did you make all of these pumpkin rolls?
No, actually, a little local baker made them.
Oh, fun.
So
Who
they
was
were
that?
local, and
Who was that?
her name is Shannon.
Oh.
She just has a little,
Little bakery.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
Supporting local,
Very
too.
cool.
Yeah.
and they're so good.
See, and but
So
it's
good.
the idea of like
She didn't
actually
bring us
doing this
any,
touch. I
you
know
know.
she's.
Did you
Her
buy a
name is
house from
Mud.
me?
That's a valid point. So valid point.
But you did send me some referrals.
Yeah, see? You sold some houses because of me.
There you go.
Yeah.
So
I'm
guess
still
I'll-
owed a pumpkin roll.
next
Write
year.
that down.
Yeah,
yes,
remind
pumpkin
me.
roll is owed to Liz.
I'll get you one.
Right.
Okay.
Other things we have, again, that is not shown on HGTV, scheduling, inspections, appraisals, showings, managing emotions and expectations on both sides. We mentioned
That's
that. And marketing yourself, putting yourself out there, your listings, your services, making sure you're on social media.
Marketing yourself is my one thing that I did not know coming into this.
Really.
Really?
Yes, I did not. I thought it would be more. I don't know what I thought, but I did not realize like marketing yourself, your business, your brand, to get clients and to just put yourself out there was like, I mean, it's a 50-60% part of your job.
Yeah,
it is high up there.
Yeah.
I didn't realize how much it would be.
I think a lot of people getting into the industry think that, if I'm a realtor, I get my license, people will come to me.
No, they don't.
It's like,
if they do, lucky you.
I mean, right. It's very
And
lucky
friends
you.
and family,
Yeah.
they're the best clients, so.
Okay, so day-to-day reality, we're back. We're back. Welcome back to Nobody Listens to Liz. We're back talking about the day-to-day reality of what it really takes to be a real estate agent. So, for example, schedule, not predictable. I'm amazed at, how many of these things have I actually gone to? I was just checking to make sure I had this right. I didn't. Yes. So that say, okay, plan your day.
Yeah. My days are never the same. And whenever I try to plan them, something comes up. Always.
This is my favorite conversation with you.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Why?
So Leah was my marketing director for 2 years?
Oh, I knew she was going to tell this story.
Yeah.
Yes.
She was my marketing director for 2 years before she got her license, before I threw her off that cliff, and it's the best cliff she's ever fallen off.
didn't know that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you've been in the real estate world 4 years then.
Yeah, I've been exposed to the industry
Yeah.
for a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. So she was my marketing person, and like I swear every time we had something planned or a meeting and I was supposed to be with her, she would get so frustrated, like, where are you? Or how did you forget? Or why did you cancel? You've already canceled 3 times this week. You've already changed this meeting 4 times this month. I just need you to be here one day at this time every week.
That
She puts more
How's that?
frustration. She puts more frustration
Every time
and
she says it.
irritation in my voice rather than say, "No, this is what I need from you, and this is what's going on." And do I have to get that phone call? No. I forgot to put on Do Not Disturb today. This is fun. But yeah, no, I think that, again, the expectation of how many things you're juggling
At one time.
at
People
one time.
have no idea.
I mean, we're not talking just like chainsaws and flaming batons.
But throwing your family and your kids and school and dressing your kid up like a reindeer, you know?
I actually...
Yeah.
I've got a running list. I have to write down and have lists. Now, I write it down because for me that helps my memory, but that list, then I'll forget the list. And the list, could be just some scribbles in, a totally foreign language. I don't adhere to it because it changes all the time. I mean, I know today there's like certain things I have to do. I hope I do them. I'm not really sure I will. So
I think time blocking for the essential things is a really good idea, and having a plan for your day is a good idea.
it is.
But like just
Being flexible.
just because you don't get exactly done that day that how you planned it to go for every hour of the day, you just have to be okay with it. You have to be flexible because
Or you're staying up till 3 a.m. doing it.
you could do that too if you really wanted to, but
It's
Leah does.
that causes
do. I know.
issues too.
Yeah. Any perimenopausal or menopausal woman knows a 3 a.m. Yeah. Well, sometimes I do lay in my bed thinking, well, I could do this right now since my body refuses to sleep. So yeah, you just, okay, I'll get this done. And I'm very productive during those 2 a.m. and 3 a.m. mornings. So I will tell you that.
But I think people don't understand because we're putting the clients first. So like, even if we have this perfect plan for a perfect day, and it would get so much done for us and it would be beautiful, our clients might not be able to go to that showing at 11. They might not be able to take that meeting at 2.
That's
they
right.
might, we might have an issue with a contract, and that now is your fire. It is your most important thing of the day,
right.
and you cannot focus on anything else.
That's right.
Because it's about their home, and we want to take care of them first.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, realistic expectation in the middle of a podcast, actually having to answer a question from another agent who's trying to show one of your listings and can't get into the lockbox, even though the directions are there.
All about flexibility, baby.
It is about flexibility. So,
That's
yes.
funny you say that, like doing it during the podcast, because I actually have my phone on airplane mode so that it doesn't ring during this. I could not tell you before we started doing this podcast the last time that I was able to put
To
my
do
phone
that?
on something like that or
Really?
turn it off. Probably my wedding, and I've been married for 5 years, is the last time I've ever put it on like a do not disturb or anything.
It's,
Wow.
So if that gives you some insight about
it
this
does.
job.
It does. Oh, yeah, the job. I will say I've been trying to do better with like the do not disturb. I have a schedule, and I usually try and put on do not disturb from 10 to like 8 a.m.
I didn't even know we could do that. So,
Oh yeah, I do have a sleep timer on my phone that does 10 p.m. until 8 a.m.
are we
because
allowed to do that as real estate agents?
I don't think so. I think it's fully illegal, but here we are. Don't tell
Really?
anybody.
Really?
Revoke.
Boy, I'd love to argue that one. Yep. Whoops. I mean, it is. It's. I mean, I've gotten a text from a buyer at 12:53 a.m. Yeah, wasn't very happy about that.
I've been guilty about
Woke
texting
me
way
up.
too late, and I've learned to use my schedule send button.
That's smart.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
You may have to
you
show me
about
that,
that.
actually.
Yeah, you were Melanie was telling me about that.
I told
That's
Melanie.
actually
And
really
that's
good.
okay. So it's all coming from you.
Yeah.
Well, that was very
See,
smart.
Sierra, we should
You're
just
more than a
rename
pretty face.
rename the podcast.
Listen to me.
Listen to Sierra. Nobody listens to Liz, but listen to Sierra. I love
It's
it.
a good idea.
It is a good idea.
Whenever I think of something, I can just schedule it and it goes.
And there you go. So, yeah, the nights and
perfect.
weekends being the work window. That
Yeah.
that really, and particularly if you have kids or
I wonder if people know that when they're getting their license. Like, do they
think so.
know how much time you're going to have to put forth nights and weekends?
Yeah, I feel like I did a little bit of research, and I feel like a lot of it said like nights and weekends, or
That's good.
you know.
That's good to know. Because I have mine set up now more as a business, and
Yeah.
I'm working, more 8 to 5 plus a few showings here and there outside of those windows, and weekends and stuff. But like, I've been doing this a long time,
Yeah.
12, 13 years for me to get to where I can do that. And that takes me referring buyers out,
Right.
not taking as many buyers, focusing on my listings, because
Yeah.
I can do the marketing and stuff during the day. I can meet with sellers a lot of times during the day or on my own hours. So it's a whole different
it's a
ball
whole,
game.
when you're starting out and stuff. I mean, I just remember, and I will say, capitalizing on that energy and that excitement and passion makes it.
Welcome back.
Okay, welcome back again. This is the reality.
The
okay?
dumpster fire.
The dumpster fires, interruptions. You start one thing, do you finish it? Not always. You got to come back around to it.
Yeah.
You get calls, and there's an urgency that you.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to respond to these things.
Yeah, if somebody's at your listing and they can't get in, they're there with their clients to show it. You got to stop what you're doing.
You got
Yeah.
to stop what you're doing.
Oh yeah, they're not coming
Podcast
back.
included.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not coming back.
Nope.
And if you don't answer your phone or answer your text, someone else will.
Yeah,
That's
good
true.
advice.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
full of it today.
I'm rehearsed.
I love it. So yeah, being available doesn't mean no boundaries, but flexibility is key.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites. That who's that lady that we love?
We love lots of ladies.
From North Carolina, the coach. She so her big thing is on her voicemail she leaves, and I think it might be some other places as well where it's communicated to her clients
It's
directly
gonna bother me until
she I'm available from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and maybe like 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturdays or something. And I love that because she sets that
She sets the
expectation.
boundaries. Yes, sets the boundaries and stuff like that. Automatically. What on earth is going on? So, sorry, we are going to give her a shout out because I want to make sure that
I can see her face. I can hear her voice. She's blonde. She's beautiful.
she's
awesome.
wonderful. She is wonderful.
She sounds wonderful.
Yeah.
She is.
Any idea who it is?
No. But I do follow a couple realtors from North Carolina, so.
Lee Brown.
Thank you. I can't find her podcast on my phone right now, but my phone's
Oh, she
acting
has a
up right now.
podcast?
Yeah, it's
I thought
great.
you was fabulous.
It's a great
Instagram.
podcast.
Lee Brown.
Yep.
She's
Yep.
wonderful. And
Leigh.
And she sets great expectations as far as like when your client's going to be able to get a hold of you, and she tells all her clients up front. And I think, so smart, so
Very
simple,
smart.
but so smart.
Very smart. She's very smart. So yeah.
Love that.
Yeah. Cancellations, last minute showings. I mean, those are all just part of our business in a big way. So,
I had I was speaking to actually one of our local title people this morning. She is wonderful, and she was talking about how her realtor that sold her house was late to everything. And I was like, what do you mean they were late to everything?
I feel seen.
Like, well, they were late to show us a house. They were late when they were coming to our listing appointment, and then they were in Vegas when, I'm sorry, it wasn't a title girl, it was one of my friends. She said they were in Vegas when we actually closed on our previous home. It's like, I understand probably what was going on. Something was going on in the background for that agent each time, and it just happened to be on that client.
With that client.
However, they should have been communicated to.
Yeah.
And if they knew they weren't going to come to closing not because they were in Vegas, but maybe, hey, I'm on a family trip.
This is
I'm
what's going
on a
on.
work trip.
Yeah.
I'm going to send someone else. I'm going to be 30 minutes late. Please go ahead and plan
Yeah.
for that. That would have been better than just showing up late.
Yeah. Or if I say like, yeah, I can do that showing, but I have a showing right before,
This,
so I
this.
might be, you know.
Could be,
I
I'll be
could
there
be-
between 1 and 1:30.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
I try to say that up front.
for me,
Yeah, that's
because
good.
I split my time between Maysville and Louisville, and so I'm in 2 different markets there. And sometimes, yeah, I've got to be in Louisville. Well, that's 2.5 hours away from Maysville, and so again, I try and anticipate what's coming down the pike. But if I can be there, like for example, I had a closing yesterday. That day was already booked completely. I did not expect that closing, which was part of the problem, because it had been delayed so many times. But I couldn't attend closing. But I was on my phone. I mean, you guys saw me. Are you kidding me? Sorry, I thought I turned that off. Now I did. That I was constantly checking in on them and stuff like that. And you just that accessibility, you have to be available.
Yeah.
To
But being
those
upfront
folks.
and honest and telling
agree.
them, communicating stuff, I think is really helpful.
Yeah. Again, if you're not a good communicator,
And if you're not honest,
Not
just
for you.
shut it off now.
I mean, right? Actually, the
Not
honesty,
for you.
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's
Big on honesty and integrity in the real estate
that'll
world.
really
very
bite you
much.
in the butt eventually.
yeah. Karma will have her day. So, all right, self-marketing, which never stops, all the time, every day, every minute, all the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Social media presence, client follow-up. Oh, that's an area I really need to. I mean, like checking in. It's not so much follow-up, but checking in with clients.
That's where you need a daily plan.
Yes.
So you know
Yeah.
what day you're going to check in with your clients. And things happen along the way, so
They
you
do.
need to check in with them. But at least once a week, they're going to hear from you on what day and know
Mm-hmm.
that you're staying with that plan. And I'm super guilty of this too, but I wish I would just get a plan together because they want to know what's going on.
Yeah.
Even
course
if it's
they do.
nothing.
Yeah. And it's interesting because I've had, 2 clients reach out to me just this past week saying, well, I didn't want to bother you. I'm like, no, bother me. Bother
Yeah.
me all the time. Always, that door is always open. Please feel like you're not bothering me.
Yes.
Your question is not insignificant. I will be happy to help you with that.
Yeah.
So it just may take me a
Especially
few
if it
minutes.
involves real estate.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Or, they were asking for, like, hey, do you know of an architect I'm like, hold on, I don't know of one here, but here is a person who does know, and here's their contact information and stuff.
Yeah.
And might be able to help you.
Yeah, being the source of the source, that's
Yep.
a big one for people getting into real estate is growing your network and knowing people and
Yeah.
how they work and stuff so that you can let people know, you want to be their person for everything, like whether they need a roofer, an accountant, a car repair,
Networking is another big one,
Yes.
like marketing, that I didn't realize would be such a crucial
Big part of it.
piece
Yes.
of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And especially with lenders and title that like, and trust and are going to take care of your clients.
Yeah.
That's a big
Yeah,
one.
and that's really hard to form that circle when you first get your license.
Oh, because
Yes.
every lender and every title wants to go buy you lunch, which is super
Yes.
nice.
It's lovely.
especially when you're getting started and like
Yeah.
you're poor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But then you begin to kind of be able to weed out some of them a little
Yeah.
bit too. I mean, I have my small circle, and I have certain criteria, and if they don't meet it, then sorry.
Yeah.
I'm nothing against you, but one of my main criteria is, do you pick the phone up after 5 o'clock?
Yeah.
So, staying visible in the community. I think this can be very difficult for people because if they're not going into the office and they're just, working
Yeah.
from their home office.
Well, it's part of the networking and marketing.
Yes.
Is being visible in wherever it is that you want to sell.
Yeah. Yeah. So absolutely. So creating content, open house marketing, newsletters. Okay, business sides. And we've talked about the business side as far as, you're owning your own business. You're not just an agent. And so
Yeah,
there's
people
those
don't know that
practicalities.
when they're getting started.
Oh,
like
no.
you are going to be running a business.
That's a whole nother full-time job.
Yeah.
It really is.
You have no support. You have no staff. You have nobody to back you up. You have nobody to tell you how to do it.
Yeah.
And everybody runs
No.
theirs a little different.
Because they don't tell you how to run a business in real estate school.
No. They
No.
don't even tell you you're going to be running.
No, they
No,
don't.
none of that information.
And your taxes, that's a huge thing to know about your taxes
Yeah.
and your mileage and, your expenditures and what you should
Keeping
be
organized
spending money
with
on.
that.
Yeah. And filing. My office at home right now is filled with papers. And I made myself promise. I'm like, okay, you are going to put everything stacked and then I hate filing. But I've got to get myself organized. So I gave myself to the first of the year. Like,
You know what you should do?
You have a lot of things piling up till the first of the year.
I
light it on
suggest-
fire.
You have a lot of equity in that house. I probably wouldn't.
No,
light it
I
on
probably
fire.
wouldn't. So what is your
I
suggestion?
have a great suggestion.
What is that?
You're not going to listen. But if anybody does, hopefully somebody else will tell you
And
this.
this is the same thing.
in the
yes.
next 30 days or
Here,
so.
tell
so
me.
that you
Yes,
don't-
it's here, I'll
Yeah,
tell
and then
me.
you can tell her. You should set a timer and do like 10 minutes a day.
Yeah.
I was going to say that.
Just 10 minutes a day.
was.
Tell her so she'll do it.
You need to time block
Yes.
and set out either 3 a.m.
3 a.m.
for an hour,
Mm-hmm.
45 minutes,
Yep.
whatever you
Yeah,
got.
10
Yep.
minutes.
20 minutes, yeah.
Yep.
And just file for
10
10
minutes, let's be
minutes.
honest,
File 10
you're not going to
minutes.
get anything
And
done.
then the
Yeah.
next day, 10 minutes. Next
Yeah.
day, 10 minutes.
I think it's a great suggestion. There we go. All right. Time block. Set the timer.
You'll wait till the night
Honestly,
before the
it is
first
true,
and get
though,
it all
is it-
done.
It would be so much easier.
Well, as a person with ADD, this is something that definitely, I mean, you push off anything you don't want to do until it's absolutely urgent. And
Yeah.
then you are a master of productivity.
Yes.
You are just like,
Yep.
give it to me. I can hyper-focus.
handle
I
anything.
can handle anything.
Yeah,
Exactly.
but not
So,
until it's due.
Yeah. Yes, this is true. So,
They used to call that procrastination, but I feel like it was just ADD the whole time.
I think it was too. So yeah. Yeah, the small business side. Okay, the attention to detail.
Yes.
Oh boy.
I'm pretty lacking there.
Well,
That's
yes and
not
no.
my strong suit.
I don't know if I would agree with that. I mean, you're very good at big picture and stuff, but like the contracts, you're the one that taught me about going through the contracts more than once when you're writing them up. Go through and check your work
And read them aloud.
and read them aloud. Yep.
Yeah, that's just because I don't want to go to jail or get sued, but
Well, exactly.
details are not usually
Yeah.
It's all about that motivation.
And that's
is.
something too, like, do people know that? If you're going to
Yeah.
get your real estate license, like, those are real things that could happen.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
You've
Yes.
got
Yeah.
to make sure that you
It
dot
is
your
a
I's and
real
cross
thing.
your T's.
It is
Yeah.
a real thing.
You can get
Yeah.
fined real money,
Sure, you
thousands
put
of
in
dollars.
contingencies
Mhm.
and
Yep.
time periods.
I mean, back in my mind, I was like, okay, I know an addendum has to be written to extend a contract for me today. Deadline's today.
Yeah.
Actually, the buyer's agent needs to be writing that, but I'll just remind him because, yes, we do have to manage the other side of the deal
other
occasionally.
people. Yes. Well, okay, that was
Right?
another thing I was going to say.
Yeah.
Is that it's really easy for you to get your license, get your first deal, and smooth right on into the closing table when the other agent knows what they're doing.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
And hopefully they're a good agent and they will help you.
Yes.
But you have to be open to that as well. And that's
Yeah.
hard for grown adults to be like, oh, yes, I actually do need help. I do
Yes.
need you to tell me what
Did
I'm
you
doing.
remember to do this and
Yeah.
stuff? I mean, yeah.
And for, one agent has to have some grace and the other one not be
Yes.
condescending about it. And the other one has to be open and willing to accept that and take the
Exactly.
advice and learn and grow from
Exactly.
that.
Yeah.
Yep.
You gotta
Yeah.
keep your pride out of that one.
Yeah, really.
Because that's a deal killer.
Yes.
Well, some
And not
ag-
just for agents, but like on the buyer and seller sides too. Pride is
Yeah.
always a deal killer.
Yeah. And really, it's, again, your client's interest is first, is primary,
Yeah.
priority.
Yep.
And so does it serve your client? You have to keep that track running in your mind all the time. So, the attention to detail, problem solving small issues before they become big ones, right? Oh, here we go. So characteristics of a successful realtor or real estate agent.
What are these?
Oh, yes.
Communicator.
Yes, communicator is definitely there. Driven. No one tells you
Yes.
what to do daily.
Yes.
No one ever
self-motivated.
tells you what to do.
No one. No
No.
one. Ambitious. Yeah, you have to chase improvement constantly. I think that's an important one. And ambitious, I think, is like not just necessarily, scoring the deals and getting clients and stuff like
Even
that.
just marketing yourself and
Yes.
just putting
Just-
yourself out there and being a
Yeah.
part of the community, all that takes
All of
ambition.
that. Yep. Self-motivated. I think that goes with driven. If you
Yeah.
don't work, you don't get paid. Yeah. The line, we only eat what we hunt, or hunt what we eat, or whatever that line is. Sales mindset, not pushy, but confident in conversations. See, I don't even think of sales as much as relationship building.
Yes,
I
it's
guess that's what.
relationship sales for
Yeah.
sure.
So, marketing minded. You are the brand. Have
Yeah.
to keep that in mind. Detail oriented. Contracts, timelines, communication. Here's your strong communicator. Text, email, phone, negotiation. Also, a tip: always find out from your clients how they like to be communicated with. Whether that's text,
Yep.
phone, email. I have some do not want a text
Yep.
at all.
And just because your form of communication is text does not mean it's theirs.
You have to accommodate them. Yes.
You're working for them. It needs to be comfortable and easy and wonderful for them.
Exactly. Yeah. So, and finally, problem solver. Maintaining calm during chaos. Now, you may be chaotic and go into like blah, with colleagues just to kind of vent, let off some steam and stuff like that. But you've got to keep it
Lots
together.
of problems that you'll be
Yes.
solving.
Yeah.
You are you have to be an excellent problem solver.
Yeah.
So, call out. This isn't a job where you're just like dabbling into it, because again, particularly as a realtor, that you don't dabble in the code of ethics, right? So, but success equals consistency plus skills plus mindset. Absolutely, I agree. Oh, startup costs and financial realities. This is a good thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
And this is I feel like a reason why a lot of people get their license and just do part-time first, because they can't
they can't afford it.
financially
Yeah.
jump
And
in
I
head
understand
first.
that.
Yeah,
totally
absolutely.
do.
Completely fair.
But
Yeah.
there's a lot of cost. You have to pay for your real estate school. If you're lucky, you'll find a place that either will do some kind of scholarship or tuition reimbursement. But you have to
Or even pay as you go. Yeah.
Yeah, but you have to pay for your real estate school, and then you have to pay to get your license, and then you have to pay to join your MLSs. So I mean,
Exam,
before-
background checks.
Yeah,
And
before
then
you
there's
ever-
the yearly dues that you always have too.
Yes.
Yeah, and you have to join a board in the state and
Brokerage
the realtor
fees.
commission.
Oh, and we talked about marketing. So sometimes marketing costs money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your lock boxes. Lock boxes aren't cheap.
Yeah.
So
Signs, business cards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. The headshots. Oh my gosh, headshots. Please update your headshots too on a regular basis. I'm always amazed at the ones that I'm like, oh, that is such an 80s glamour shot. Please update your headshots. And any coaching or training that you may continue to receive,
And you might have fees with your brokerage depending on what brokerage you're at.
Yep.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of fees. I mean, a few $1,000s at least
A
to
year.
really get started
Oh,
before
yeah.
you ever even sell a house. And it might be 6 to 9 months before you ever sell a house unless you have
Exactly.
really good support. You already have clients lined up, you know a lot about the business. It could be a really long time before you sell a house, and it's all what you put into it. So, if you're doing this full time, if you're really putting the effort in, if you're ready to go and you have knowledge and you have, customers in the wings, you're going to be a lot better off than
Yeah.
if you're just doing
Which, if
this
you're
to try it
listening
out.
to this podcast, you're probably doing your homework. So,
You are.
You'll know more
And
than
we're
the
free.
average bear.
yeah.
That's right. So the financial realities that are not expected or anticipated by new agents, the inconsistent pay. Yeah, there's no guaranteed income.
No,
Yeah.
not a bit.
Nope, at all. And you've got market fluctuations. We are definitely in the middle of one. Some of us on the couch are actually on fire. Some of us are snoozing in the middle of the ocean without a breeze in sight. Although we're doing all the things. It's just market fluctuations. Commission delays. Oh, yeah. You could wait a long time to get paid by your brokerage. Make sure you understand that expectation or that's communicated to you.
How they're
Find
going to
out.
pay you, how they're going to pay you, when they're going to pay you,
Yeah.
that they're going to pay you, how much they're going to pay you.
Yes.
Yeah.
It could be 30 to 90 days, guys. Right? So
Yeah.
you need to make sure.
Or it could be 24, 48 hours or automatic
Right.
right at the closing table. So that's a
Exactly.
question for whatever
Make sure you
brokerage you're looking
understand.
at.
Yeah. Taxes, yeah, you're 1099, you're self-employed, you must pay your quarterly taxes. You must.
And there's good news about that because
Yeah.
you can have so many write-offs and stuff, but you have to understand them, and you still have to put the money forward to get those
To
write-offs.
get those write-offs. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. So, savings cushion, yes, ideally 3 to 6 months. And they tell you that in,
For
other,
any job, yeah.
other
I mean,
industries and stuff.
Yeah, I think that's really smart. Heavier on the 6 to 12.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Your first sale may take months, and a lot of agents don't see income until, 4 to 6 months onwards.
Some agents also never sell a house. Yes. We lose a lot of agents in the first year because they never sell a house. We lose a lot of agents in the first 2 to 3 years, and then again at 5 years. So,
Yeah.
just because you get a real estate license doesn't guarantee you're ever even going to sell a
In
house.
business, exactly.
You've got to be prepared with this stuff we're talking about.
Yeah. So with that, the expectations, particularly when you're starting out, and I would say, we have first year here, but I'd say first to 3, honestly. Because I'm in my 3rd year, and you are learning more than you're earning. You will make mistakes. You will make big mistakes.
Yeah, we all make mistakes.
We all make mistakes. Have we told the story about me?
I think so.
I think so, with the driver's license.
Yeah.
Accidentally, yeah. You're gonna.
Hopefully you don't put anybody's driver's license on Zillow, but
Zillow.
if you do, you won't be the first.
No, you will not. Give me a call. We will commiserate together, and you will survive that. And actually, he's still a client, so there you go. But yeah, most of your time is self-promotion and education. Ask questions. You have so many colleagues that in this business and stuff like that, and if they're available, hey, can I take you for a coffee? And can we sit down and just talk shop?
Yeah.
That's a good one. When you're looking for a brokerage, when you do
Yes.
get your license, make sure that you go somewhere to be with open-minded people and they have a abundance mindset. No
That's right.
scarcity mindset, no closed-minded.
Yeah.
People that say, I'm not going to share any of my secrets with you. I'm not going to help you do it. You do not want those people. They are not going to help you succeed.
Right.
That's very important. I think.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely.
Is there anything that you guys didn't realize before you got your license? Like, what was the most shocking thing for you when you got your license that you did not expect?
Mine was the marketing one.
Was it really?
I did not realize how much marketing yourself, branding yourself, and just going out there and getting clients.
Getting your own business.
Yeah.
So you didn't know you'd have to go get
I
all of your own business?
Well,
or-
I did
not how you
know.
go about
Yeah, it's like the marketing side is how you get them.
Yeah.
And like that's the part that I didn't want my picture plastered on a billboard or
Right.
you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So
It's
that
so
was
pretty. It would have been so nice. Yes, I see the time. So yes, this is also managing expectations of what time it is. I did just look at the clock to make sure. We're 5 minutes away. Yes, I do have
Do you
it.
have one, Liz?
Yeah, my biggest thing is the playbook. There was no
Right.
playbook. There was no
What to do daily?
like what to do daily, what to do ever, how to get
Exactly.
a client, how
Yeah.
to sell
How
a
to
house.
make your phone ring.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, I've got my license.
Now we're like, how do I make it stop?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
And
know.
it's like,
right?
I've got my license, now what do I do? I'm ready to sell a house.
Yeah.
You know?
I think for me, it has been a roller coaster of managing my own expectations and emotions. There are deals that are going to you can give your absolute best effort on a deal and serving your clients the best you can, and I remember asking my broker, I'm like, is there something I could have done different?
Yeah.
And
sometimes
it's hard when sometimes you do
There
all you
isn't.
can.
Doesn't work out.
It just doesn't
Yeah.
work out, and you have done everything you possibly could to save the deal, and you feel so bad and so guilty, and it takes me. I am kind of building a kind of resilience to kind of rebound, because you will have times when you're like, I'm the worst agent on this planet.
Yeah.
But then you've got another client calling and they've got their own problems and you got to move on.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do think it's good though to always keep that a little bit of of
And it's
hurt
good that you care.
from it. Yeah, because like you
Yes.
have to care. You have to
Yes.
care about your clients. So being able to care about when things just don't work out,
Yeah.
I think that's important to hang on to a little bit.
Yeah, I like that.
That resilience, I think, is something that comes over time, and experience is a great level, or it will teach you.
I don't know.
Quite a
I've
bit.
had a lot of experience, and I still feel the same.
So, and I guess one of the things again, what I do struggle with are the boundaries of my personal, professional. It's completely intermeshed, and
It's a lifestyle.
It is a lifestyle. I
Yeah,
think that you mentioned
that's a
that.
good way to put it because
So,
it is. It's
yeah.
not a job; it's a lifestyle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for those
Yeah.
existing agents, I'd be curious. What are the things for you that surprise you about being an agent, and what do you still struggle with? For the newbies, if you have questions,
If you want Liz's playbook,
that's right, the playbook she's got.
Yeah, you can drop the word playbook and then messages down below, and we'll send that to you.
no gatekeeping here.
That's right. That's right. So absolutely. So thank you again for joining us for another episode of Nobody Listens to Liz. I'm Leah Frederick.
I'm Liz Eric Dykes.
And I'm Sierra Peluso.
We'll see you guys next time. Bye. We got through it. We got through it.